United are still facing questions about the future of Ruben Amorim after what has been an inconsistent start to the season so far. Amorim eased some of the pressure on his job as Man United beat Sunderland 2-0 at Old Trafford thanks to goals from Mason Mount and Benjamin Sesko. Football Insider revealed on 3 October that the Sunderland game was a must-win for Amorim ahead of the international break amid mounting pressure on his position. Sir Jim Ratcliffe remains determined to back Amorim despite the poor start to the season and has dismissed suggestions he could be sacked in the immediate future. However, there have been suggestions that the boss could walk away from the job rather than being sacked as a result of the constant calls for his head. Football Insider revealed on 3 October that Amorim is unlikely to quit Man United despite ongoing speculation and instead wants to fight for his job. The boss would not be prepared to quit his role despite the pressure on his position, and the club are not expected to rush into a decision yet. Meanwhile, as I revealed on the latest edition of Football Insider's Inside Track podcast, Amorim would miss out on a £12 million compensation package if he walked away from his job rather than being sacked, and he is not prepared to do so. Speaking on the Inside Track podcast, I explained, I would be very surprised if he resigned and quit Man United. He doesn't come across as a quitter. There are big question marks over Amorim's future. He's led them to just 20 victories out of 50 matches, which is nowhere near good enough for Man United. But he still has the backing of Ineos and Sir Jim Ratcliffe, so they're not going to rush into a decision. I don't see Amorim ready to just call it quits just yet. And again, he'd be giving up a lot of money as well if he was to resign. So there's not too many people I think who would be willing to do that. The win against Sunderland has removed many of the suggestions that the boss could walk away, while he will be keen to turn around his recent fortunes. Man United line up Amorim replacement as pressure is not going away. Premier League legend Matt Le Tissier told Football Insider on 4 October that Amorim's job is far from safe despite Man United's victory against Sunderland. Pressure remains on the boss from the stands at Old Trafford, with many still not convinced that he is the right man to lead the club out of their dismal period. In the meantime, Man United have begun assessing replacements for Amorim, with Gareth Southgate, Oliver Glasner and Andoni Iraola heavily linked with the position. Former chief scout Mick Brown told Football Insider that Southgate is a leading candidate for Man United as the board aim to bring stability and a steady hand to the position. Alongside the likes of Glasner, Iraola, and Marco Silva, Premier League experience could be a valuable asset for the Reds' next manager to turn their fortunes around.